So this is what I do with my free time. I watch Degrassi The Next Class. Hey, so today I'm here to review the 10-episode season on Netflix of Degrassi The Next Class. It just came out early January and I binged the whole season. It was pretty easy. This show is actually pretty easy to binge because it's kind of addicting, and I will tell you why. But first, if you don't know what Degrassi is, it's basically a show of teenagers going to high school and dealing with a whole bunch of dramatic storylines, and they're portrayed hilariously. I mean, what they're talking about, the subject matter, is sometimes pretty serious, but it's just the way they go about telling the story and what the characters, the dialogue that they say, it's just hilarious and ridiculous. I actually grew up watching Degrassi. This is its like 15th season. I missed a couple in the past. Like the 2 seasons previous to this Netflix season, I missed maybe even 3 seasons. But I remember watching the older seasons with like Paige, Spinner, and Marco. I don't even know if those names are right. And then of course Drake playing Jimmy in the wheelchair. That's like some classic television right there. It's just crazy that I watch this show. It's pretty much a guilty pleasure. So let's talk about some of these characters. I had to look some of them up because I didn't remember any of their names. But the girl that plays Lola, the pink-haired girl, she's definitely a cutie. I definitely looked her up on Instagram, clicked that follow button. Yeah, she was probably one of my favorite characters. Also, the rich kid who got hooked on drugs. He probably had the most compelling storyline on the entire season. He was the one I was most interested to see what was going to happen. But lots of these characters were really annoying. Thankfully, the episodes are so short that they just switch from character to character pretty rapidly, so you don't get too annoyed with them. So that didn't really affect it too much, but yeah, every character, they say some stupid shit. And one more character I want to recognize is Esme. She is the girl, she's a friend of the rich kid who she gives him the drugs and gets him hooked on it, and she doesn't care. And every time he like passes out or he's like overdosed, she just gives him more drugs. She's like, here, have some more. And she's perfectly fine. She takes the same drugs, but she has like no effect. She's always like perky and just like annoying. But then he's like all cracked out, his eyes are all red. She just feeds him the drugs even though he's getting worse and worse. It's just dumb. And some of the subjects that I cover on the show are just insane. I'll read a list of some of the subjects that they cover. Spoilers if you don't want to know. So a girl stuffs her butt to make her ass look bigger so a guy likes her. And another thing that happens is a kid's friend at school buys him like 10 boxes of condoms and just dumps them on the freaking table in a public restaurant. I mean, what is happening with this show? Every episode has like either a cringe-worthy moment where I literally want to grab the remote and just like fast forward because it's so awkward, or it has a moment where it's like, what the fuck just happened? And you're just like, how could that happen? Why would you do that? Or just some crazy shit goes down. There was a girl accidentally buys a vibrator, and that whole episode is basically about learning how to masturbate. There was a SWAT attack on a girl in her house where the SWAT team comes and points guns at her. There was a chlamydia scare. There's a bunch of blowjob jokes. There's even a reference to the word cunt, which is insane. I mean, this show is rated TV PG. I don't know how they get away with that. I mean, the show is made in Canada, so they might have a different rating system. The show is like an HBO, kids' first HBO show. That's what I would say. So if you liked Degrassi in the past, you'll probably enjoy this season. I didn't see the last few seasons. I haven't watched in quite a while, but it was really easy to get started. I don't know if all these characters are brand new or they're from previous seasons, but it's really easy to jump in and know what was going on. There is a cameo from the principal though, the guy who was a student and then became a teacher, and now he's the principal, and he's in like all the seasons, but he's only in like a cameo appearance in this season. He's only in like 1 episode. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Degrassi The Next Class. Hopefully you enjoyed this. It's weird. This is such a guilty pleasure show. Hopefully you liked this video, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.